actually not a chip shot, it's more of a putt. And here's what I mean by that. Normally you're going to have your golf grip when you chip. In other words, if you're an interlocker or if you're an overlapper, you're going to use your full golf swing, whatever grip you use for your golf swing, you're going to use that whenever you hit a chip shot. In this circumstance, I'm going to teach you how to use your putting grip. So my putting grip is what's called that reverse overlap. So you're going to actually overlap that pinky. You have really not a lot of power in your grip. It's more of a putting style grip. Thumbs are on top of the shaft. That's a couple differences there. But what you're going to see right here is you're going to see your hands becoming a lot closer together, which is not a very powerful tool. And you're going to start using more of a putting stroke. You're going to actually think of this as a putt. You're going to make a putting stroke whenever utilizing this chip shot. So whenever you're setting up to a chip shot that has a lot of green to work with, this is a prime time to use this shot. The club you're going to want to use, you've got options. You can use a 7-iron if you want it to run a little bit more, 8-iron, 9-iron. You can even go as low as 6-iron if you want it to run a lot. The important thing is you practice it just a little bit to get a feel for how far the ball rolls out and how much stroke you're going to use. In this circumstance, we've got about 50 feet of green to work with. I've got a 7-iron. I chose a 7-iron. I'm going to use my putting grip. The differences between putting and chipping in this shot is instead of taking your normal putting stance, you're going to take a chipping stance with your weight on your left side. So the shaft's going to be leaning forward. You're still going to make a chipping stroke. The only difference is now you have your weight on your left side and your shaft is forward and you're just brushing the ground with a chipping stroke. So it's going to look something like this. You're going to set up to the shot, ball's in the middle of your stance, weight is going to be leaning forward, which puts the shaft ahead of the golf ball. At this point in time, you now start to visualize or feel what you do when you putt, and it's nothing more than a putting stroke when you play this shot. So you'll see the ball run out quite a bit. That's pretty fortunate. But you'll see the ball run out quite a bit, and you'll see that it becomes more of a putting style and not a chipping style. So if you can start learning to putt with a chipping club, a 7-iron, 8-iron, 9-iron, 6-iron, what you're going to find is you're going to get the ball not only up and down more often, you might actually make a few long chip shots because you play them pretty much like a putt. If you notice, you'll make a putt every once in a while from a long distance too. So turn some of the chips around the greens into putts by using your putting grip and your putting stroke, but use a little bit of your chipping setup. I think if you can learn how to use this and get a feel for it, you're going to find that around the greens you're going to get a lot of balls closer, and you may get fortunate and make one every once in a while.